Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. For the video today I am going to be vlogging, and this vlog is going to be a little bit different since it's going to have a main focus on preparing for surgery, which I'm having in 2 days time. I know I've mentioned already, but in case you haven't seen that or remember, I am having a laparoscopy to sort of check the status of my adenomyosis, to search for endometriosis, which my surgeon suspects I have based on my symptoms and also previous photos that were done in a laparoscopy 8 years ago. During that time I wasn't diagnosed or treated, so it's a bit of a weird situation. Plus I'm getting the Mirena while I'm already asleep. It's easier for them to just put that in then. So there's a few things. I basically know as much as you do at this point. I think I'll know a lot more after the surgery, but basically for the next 2 days I'm just going to prepare. I need to physically prepare, sort of do a few things. I need to mentally prepare and sort of be in a good headspace and get the house ready as well. So there's a few things to be done. In truth, I kind of have been preparing before now, but now's kind of the best time for me to start filming since I was doing housework yesterday and worked the day prior, but I'm fully off work now. I have 2 weeks off organized post-op, so I hope that's enough time. Previous surgery I just took a week because I worked in an office, but now my job is a bit more physical, so I hope 2 weeks are enough. I guess I'll talk about all of that after the surgery during a recovery vlog because I plan to do that as well. But I suppose I'll quickly address, normally you do need, I would say, more than 2 days off, or 2 days to prepare for surgery, let's say. For myself, I have been doing little bits and pieces, but didn't share. Originally I wanted to sort of share my whole process in the week leading up, but I've been preoccupied with a few family things. I had a relative pass away and the funeral was last week, so obviously I'm not going to be vlogging around that time. But basically now that I've got 2 days off, I'm just going to be sharing my process today and tomorrow. In terms of what I'm eating, that's kind of a big thing that I want to share because I've had to do 3 days low fiber. So I'm on my final day. I suppose in some ways it's been a bit monotonous, so you haven't missed out on too much there. I'll share what I eat, and it's kind of a big deal since I do normally eat pretty healthy, and I guess I eat a lot of foods high in fiber. So I've had to change a lot of that. I'm craving salad, probably because I'm not allowed to eat it. So I'm looking forward to having a big salad after my surgery. And tomorrow I do have a little bit of normal, low fiber food in the morning, and then go into the dreaded clear liquid diet and cleanse. I'll share as much as I can on that without being too gruesome or graphic, but now I'm actually going to go and have breakfast since I'm still able to eat. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm going to share what I have for breakfast. Alright, I'm just going to be making my breakfast. It is really dark in here since I still have the blinds closed, but cereal. I haven't had cereal in quite a while, and definitely not this sort of thing. All the sort of healthy ones are not allowed, so I get to eat cornflakes, which maybe some people would consider healthy. I don't know. I really enjoy them. I just love crunchy cereal. And of course, I'm having almond milk in mine. There's a few things I'm allowed to have, to be honest, like a lot of carbs and protein, not much in the way of fruit and veg, but I'm allowed heaps of stuff like this, white bread, you know, potato, and that's kind of getting a bit boring for me, so I decided I'd have some cereal. The past couple of days I have had toast, and it's had to be white bread. Normally I do have like multigrain, so the white bread has tasted like cake to me, and I've gotten a little bit over that, but I'm just going to have my breakfast, have my coffee, and probably watch some YouTube, and then get onto a few things around the house today. Alright, I know I said yesterday how I cleaned the house, so everything around is pretty tidy and organized, but I've just got a few things like cleaning the sheets. I've got like all the light colors in at the moment, and I'll do a set of black as well since I'm doing both the guest bedroom and the main bedroom. I will say I kind of like having this front loader It's the first front loader I've ever had, whether that was growing up or since I've moved out of home. I like it for the fact that it's nice and small, but the downside is that it's small, so I feel like I need to do a lot of batches of laundry. One thing I thought I'd update on as well, because it just happened, I found out that here in Brisbane, where I live, we have to do mandatory masks again. I was thinking that I'd probably need to wear one to the hospital anyway, but my thoughts are, since things are slowly sort of ramping up again, I don't know if everything will go according to plan. It stresses me out, I'm not gonna lie. I think since I first heard about Melbourne and then also Sydney, I thought, okay, that means Brisbane's next. I'm just going to be inside at home anyway, and I'm only going to be leaving to go to the hospital, so I'm not worried about getting sick. I feel fine now, but I'm also worried about them maybe changing restrictions in terms of like cancelling my surgery. I know that sounds crazy. Obviously it's just early days in terms of Brisbane like coming under people being sick, but I guess I'll just have to wait and see. I am expecting a call today from my doctor or the doctor's office to... Well, that might be them. I needed a call to sort of talk about my experience in the hospital and what to expect. False alarm, it wasn't the hospital. It was one of my friends calling because they have a birthday party planned for just under 2 weeks, and we're worried that the mask situation, and it's not even really a lockdown, but the mask situation will compromise that. I think talking to them put things into perspective. Like, I don't know, I guess the masks thing is kind of a big deal in some ways, getting back to old habits, but also it's not really stopping anything, so I'm hopeful that everything goes according to plan with the surgery. But just checking my little to-do list for the day, because I've started like the dishwasher, the washing machine, and all sorts of things that just need to be taken care of themselves today. There's not really that much left to do. I do need to do a little bit of meal prep, so I might do that next because I want to have something a little bit different for lunch. The past 2 days I've had tomato soup. Today I might make pumpkin soup, and it's probably a good way to get some veggies since, again, there's so many that I can't have, and I can't have them in a lot of ways, if that makes sense. Like most things I can't have the skin on and whatnot, so. But yeah, I'll get onto that. I also just remembered I need to send a scan through to the hospital since they needed some like consent form to do with the surgery, so I better do that now before I forget. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm talking to the hospital. I tried calling them earlier and had to leave a voicemail, and they called my surgeon and said they were trying to get in contact with me. Had a call or email, so I'm trying to chase that up now. All right, I've gotten some phone calls done. That was stressful for a little bit. I basically, I'll just start at the beginning. I sent through my consent form to my doctor's like receptionist rooms for the surgery itself, and as I was looking through my paperwork and notes, I realized I hadn't gotten confirmation about my hospital admission. Basically, a couple weeks back, as soon as I could, I put through my hospital admission online, and there was a message saying that I'd be contacted by someone a few days before the procedure. Obviously, it's a few days before the procedure now, and I haven't heard anything. So I went through all my emails and double checked. It was very strange. I called the hospital and couldn't get through. I guess they're busy, so I just left a voicemail. But then about 2 seconds after I hung up there, I got a call. I thought it was them, but it was actually the doctor's office's rooms. The receptionist was just sort of confirming about my consent form going through, which I did send, and she said that the hospital were trying to get in contact with me. And I don't know what number they were trying, but yeah, I hadn't heard anything, which did cause me a little bit of concern because they were contacting the doctor and the doctor's rooms saying that they can't get in contact with me. I'm thinking, what on earth are they trying to contact me about? So after many calls, many times being transferred and waiting on hold, I finally got through and more or less confirmed everything. I think I just needed to confirm some things with my health insurance, which evidently is not paying very much at all. So that's a bit concerning. But at the very least, the surgery is going ahead. I think that was my biggest concern when I'm getting these calls about, oh, the hospital's trying to contact you. I thought, please just don't tell me it's cancelled. Please don't tell me it's cancelled. Because technically things like this they see as not too serious of a surgery. I don't think they'd consider it like elective surgery. Maybe they do, but it's not really considered too serious as far as I know, based on surgeries being cancelled last year when things were really bad for people. So at least things are going according to plan. I also managed to get in contact with my anaesthetist's reception and confirm some things about that, since they didn't contact me either. So I think I've done a lot of my like admin tasks for the day, and now my brain is fried. I'm basically just waiting to hear back from everyone with quotes. So that's the fun part, paying for all of this. The second painful part, or the first painful part, let's say, before the pain that comes post-surgery. But I think now I'm actually just going to take a little bit of a break and make up some lunch. Alright, my soup's ready. I forgot to share while I was cooking, but this is just pretty standard pumpkin soup for me. I used that half a butternut pumpkin that you saw me cutting up, cooked it in some vegetable stock, and just let that cook away. I also added in about 200 grams of silken tofu to kind of partly thicken it up, make it a bit creamy. I added a splash of vegan cream as well, but also just pepper and nutmeg at the end. Very easy, quick, and still a bit of protein in there. But yeah, this is just one way I'm able to get some vegetables in the meantime, so I'm just going to eat this in front of the TV. Today I'm watching, oh my god, look at my paperwork pile. Today I'm watching Dead Silence. I've never seen it before, but I don't know, I like it, it's interesting. Just kind of a silly horror movie, but interesting. So I'm just going to have that and relax for a bit. Alright, it's a fair while later. I've finished my lunch, finished the movie, and I actually had a nap on the couch. It was really nice. Now I'm just sitting with the pups. We're getting some good cuddles in since I know after my surgery I'm really not going to be able to play with them very much. They can't be jumping all over me, so I'm just making the most of them now. They've got to be really sensible with me after, because I'm going to be very sore, especially since I'm not used to having pets around me while I heal from surgery. They can't be jumping up all over me, okay? Good. Now, what I've done in the afternoon, apart from my nap, was do a little bit more of like paperwork things. Real talk for a minute, I did have a brief freak out because I got a bill for the hospital stay. Even though it's only a day surgery, I was pretty shocked at the figure. And this is coming from someone who lives in Australia, where yes, it's not as expensive as it is in other parts of the world. We have pretty good healthcare, let's say, but I think Medicare, what we have here, is paying for some of the hospital stay. However, I actually have private health insurance. I pay each month to be covered for hospital stays, but evidently I am not on the sort of policy, sorry, Macy's interrupting me. I'm not on the sort of policy that covers anything to do with this like gynecological stuff. So I understood they wouldn't pay for the surgery, but I was really shocked when having hospital cover, they wouldn't pay for my hospital stay for the day either. So I'm only bringing this up, not for the sake of complaining, but if you're a woman out there and you think you need to have one of these surgeries, or if you've got any issues or inklings towards the fact that you might have endo or adeno or PCOS or anything, definitely check your health insurance policy if it covers this. I was pretty shocked. So all I can do is be happy that I have savings and change my policy, because I'm sure it's not going to be the last surgery. But I think I don't even need to cook tonight, so I'm kind of unsure on what to do for the next little bit. There's a lot of leftovers around, including the soup which I made earlier. I've just put that in the freezer, so that'll be a nice meal after my surgery, I'm sure. It's not dinner time yet, but because I made a lot of food last night, I don't need to cook tonight. We'll just have leftovers. And I think even though I've done a reasonable bit of resting, A lot of the day has been spent sitting around, filling out forms, sending emails, and talking on the phone. I just mentally still feel pretty stressed. The nap was nice, but when I woke up I was stressed again. So I might run myself a bath, since that is also something I won't be able to do for some time post-op. I've set the dogs up in the lounge room. They've got their show on. It's about chimps. I don't know why, but this seems to calm them down. Anyone would think it would give them some crazy ideas. As you can see, I've got my hair wrap on, keep my hair out of my face, hair is tied up, and I'm just about to pick a bath bomb. Got all my bath stuff here. Oh, and I do actually have a Foreo now. That's what that is. But, ooh, I've got Intergalactic. That's one of my favorites. It's like a blue one, it's really pretty. I've had these for a while. I really need to try and use them up. I've done pretty well, I will say. I've committed myself to using everything here before I buy any more. I don't even know what it smells like, but I love it. And it's so pretty. It reminds me of a rainbow paddle pop. I'm just gonna put it in. Alright, I'm just about ready to hop into the tub. I have a big bottle of cold water since I'm still really trying to stay hydrated. I don't even think I said, but that's definitely a big part of being ready for surgery, making sure that you have enough liquid in your system. You want to be hydrated for the general anesthetic as well as just being cut open and healing in general, especially because at a certain point tomorrow evening I won't be able to have any more liquids. So I'm just trying to get on top of that now. I'm also having a beer. It is non-alcoholic, so it's completely fine. I'm sure some people probably drink right up until their surgery. You're not meant to, so I'm not, but I still like a drink in the bath, so got a non-alcoholic one. I don't think I've said, or maybe I have, I would do that regularly anyway, since I was on Accutane for quite a bit. I'm just pausing it while I'm on my, preparation for surgery, and I'll probably resume about a week after surgery, I think is the plan. But yeah, I've been having non-alcoholic ones for a bit, and I do like them. Anyway, now that I've got my drinks, I've got my laptop so I can watch something, probably just lighthearted, keep it light, and get myself in a bit of a better and relaxed mood. And I'm just gonna relax for a little bit and check in after. Alright, here's my dinner, all leftovers from what I cooked last night. I've got some seitan there that I steamed, and I've just fried it tonight to reheat it and stop it from being like a weird texture. And then some roast veggies. Potato, sweet potato, and also some zucchini, since I'm allowed that. And I've also got some green juice. I'm just gonna start eating while it's warm. Right, it's after dinner. The flushed cheeks post-bath have finally gone. I'm sort of half watching Highlander with Bren. He's watching the movie, but I've just stepped away to check in. We're also downloading The Sims 4, since I think that's something that's going to keep me entertained while I recover. I'm also thinking that maybe I'll put together a list of stuff I want to watch, some movies and things. One thing I want to rewatch is The OC, since I haven't seen that in a good couple of years, but for now I'm just going to try and get Sims back on my computer. I've got like at least 50 minutes to wait, so I might half watch the movie, and then when it's done I'll start playing. Alright, it's now the end of the night. I've just finished doing my skincare and I'm about to go to sleep. I'll admit I'm feeling a little bit stressed still. I've probably said a few times throughout the day because tomorrow is the final day before my surgery, but I am happy, I guess, that I'm going to bed tonight a little bit stressed and with a full belly, which is more than I can say for tomorrow night. So I just hope I have a good night's sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning everyone, today is the day before the surgery, so we're getting close. I have had a reasonably good start to the day. I've just taken the dogs on a walk and I've cut up some watermelon for my breakfast. I had a big quarter watermelon and I've chopped that up, so that might be good to eat when I get home after surgery tomorrow, I guess. But I've just got a nice big bowl for my breakfast today, since this is one of the few fruits that I can eat. And I think I want to eat pretty light today, considering after lunchtime is when I need to start my liquid prep. I hope you can hear me okay. Bren is mowing outside. my plan for the next little bit is just to sit in the sun here with the sun on my back and get a few more phone calls done. I think I need to call pretty much everyone, confirm something with the hospital, my surgeon's office about being able to take like medication in the morning, since I don't think I was on any sort of like daily medicine in previous surgeries. So just need to confirm that's okay, unless they tell me not to. You know, I know obviously I'm not meant to have water tomorrow, but I just want to confirm it's a little bit okay, and I think I need to make a few more payments. It never stops. Alright, I managed to finish all of my phone calls and my paperwork to get everything prepped for tomorrow. I even also changed my health insurance. It doesn't benefit me tomorrow since there's a 12-month waiting period, but I changed it so that I'm covered for these sort of things, and when I have another surgery, which I'm sure I will, I'll be covered. So I've got to wait for that, but that'll be helpful down the track. Anyway, I'm just about to jump into the shower and wash my hair, since it's going to be a bit of time until I'll be able to do that again. And I actually just saw online that Queensland is going into lockdown for 3 days, which I suppose isn't that different to the mask thing, which I already knew about, but now heaps of places are closing and they're just being a bit more restrictive. I did call the surgeon's rooms and they said that they hadn't heard anything about the surgery being affected, but at the same time, the receptionist I spoke to also said maybe they will. So I guess I've just got to wait by the phone and see. I feel like this is definitely the most stress that I've ever been through with any sort of surgery. It's just a very weird time for everything, and I'm just hopeful that everything goes according to plan, because after the shower, I'm gonna have a little bit of food, and that's gonna be the last food I have for a bit, because I've got to start that damn cleanse. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna have a shower and try and relax and come out and worry about the rest later. Alright, hair is clean and I've got my last meal. Just a little snack for lunch really. I've got some carrot sticks and also some beetroot cut up. In hindsight, it would have been nice to have this as beetroot dip. Oh my god, the birds are loud today. But I've run out of time. I need to have this now because I've got to start the liquid cleanse very soon. Alright, it's 1 o'clock, so that means I need to start the pico prep. I've definitely done this, I want to say twice before. I haven't had to do it for things like getting my wisdom teeth removed, I'm pretty sure. I believe it was just having my first laparoscopy and then also having like a colonoscopy when they were trying to diagnose all my issues. And I think each time I hate it more and more. I've never actually noticed because I probably had different types. This one said to make it up in hot water, which I'm a bit nervous about, but I mean, I guess it's a bit of a chilly day, so while it might make it taste even more potent, I'm hoping that it's not too bad. Oof. But it smells like chlorine. Alright, bottoms up. Ooh. I've maybe done half the glass. It is foul. I remember it last time tasting like salty lemon water, and that's what it tastes like. It's got a strange like fizziness to it, and it just looks weird. Oh, this is bad. I know it sounds ridiculous. Sorry, I feel like you can probably hear a neighbor mowing. I feel like my least favorite part of the surgery process isn't healing and recovery, or like when I'm in the hospital prior to going in. The worst part for me is this fasting, sort of cleansing, and being on clear liquids. I absolutely hate it, but I'm stalling enough. I needed to have this at 1, and it is getting after that. I even started a bit late, so I'm just going to try and down the rest of this. That wasn't pleasant. I know it seems like maybe I'm hyping it up. If you've had these sort of like powdered drinks before, you probably know. Or maybe the reason why I think it's so awful is because I'm remembering previous times. Obviously it makes sense, like it's something you have to purposely not sit well with your body and clear everything out. So maybe it's partly in my head, but I'm just gonna put this other packet here. Actually, I might prepare the next one so that I can sort of scull it when it's cool or not warm, because that wasn't great. But I think I'm just going to tidy this up, prepare the other one for later, and maybe since it's gonna have clear liquid, I might have something like some apple juice. I've just given myself about 30 minutes to relax and sort of let everything sink in. I'm feeling okay. I know I'm probably going to start feeling sick in about an hour or so. Hard to say, but at least I'm home for the rest of the day. I don't need to go anywhere. I do think I'll do a few small tasks that I can while I still have some energy. So that will be sewing Macy's coat because she ripped it last night. Just pet owner things. She's got a little coat that she wears when it's cold, and I think it just got busted a little bit. You can probably tell I've had to do a lot of work on it. It's like patches all over, inside and out. She just has a strange habit of taking it off, even though I think she likes wearing it. I think she likes wearing it when it's cold, but when she runs around early in the morning, when she takes it off, she will get into it and rip it out. But I'm gonna sew that. Apart from that little bit of sewing, I also just need to put together a bag and do a tiny bit of meal prep, since I'm sure as the day goes on, I will feel more and more drained and more unwell. Alright, it's a couple hours later. I'm just letting my hair air dry. I did my sewing and I'm getting sort of dinner prepared for Bren. I didn't either want him cooking later or myself cooking later when I'm really hungry, so this is good, and it'll probably be our dinner for tomorrow night as well. I've just got some Japanese tofu curry cooking away. Also, my mum sent flowers, which is very sweet. Quick side note to my tummy. I was feeling fine until I picked up the camera, but now I'm starting to feel really sick, so I gotta go. Whew. The past hour has been tough, but I'm feeling a lot better. I've had to have something like this. I do know I keep saying that I'm meant to be on clear liquids. It doesn't have to be completely see-through, just more so have light pass through is what I've been told before, so stuff like this is fine. To be honest, I know there are a lot of I think I even have like some powders and things, electrolytes at home, but so many of them are lemon flavored and I just can't do anything else lemon flavored right now after that crazy drink. So I'm just gonna have this Gatorade and probably get onto dinner in a bit. I've got some soup, or I should say broth, that I can have, but I've just put together my little pile of stuff that I'm gonna pack. It's only day surgery, so it's really just handbaggy and also, I guess, entertainment stuff, not too much. But here I have all of my medical files and papers. I've got an empty water bottle, which I'm going to bring. This is a nice one with a straw, and I just add my keyring for my lip balm, so I can ask the nurses to fill that up when I'm in recovery. I've got a really long charger cable, my charger plug, or the plug for the cable, and also a portable charger, just in case I can't be near an outlet. I've also got entertainment. I have House of Leaves, which I am finishing. I've still got a little bit more to go. And if I want something more lighthearted, I've just grabbed a magazine. This one, Creativity Book. It's just got some puzzles and things in there, bits to read, but it doesn't seem to be too monotonous. I think if I just had puzzles, it would get annoying. But yeah, there's stuff to read as well. Ooh, I just feel colouring. Maybe I can use that in recovery, but I'm not going to bring colouring in pencils to the hospital. So I've just got that and a pen. I've also got my masks. I've just got some disposable ones here. That way, you know, when I need to change, I've got quite a few. I've also got some snacks. These are not for the hospital or the morning, but the car ride home. Just some cashews in case I get hungry. And then a few little, like, day toiletry things. I've got a body warmer patch in case I need it for my tummy. Probably I won't be allowed to use it. I'd say more so my back in case that hurts on the journey home, since it's a bit of a drive for me. Not that I'll be driving, Brenna's picking me up, but in the car I'm scared my back will hurt on the way home. I've also got some hand and face wipes just in case I need to freshen up, hand cream, hand sanitizer, tissues. I've got a couple like alcohol wipes just in case I feel sick. I've heard that smelling these helps, so I'm just bringing those. I've got pads, I've got my Overa in case I'm hurting tomorrow. Again, could be useful for my back or my abdomen. If I put it on, I'll stay clear of any incision sites, and I suppose I'll clear it with my doctor first, but for the very least should be helpful on my back. I've also got eye drops in case my eyes get dry in the aircon. I've already got lip balm there, yes, so I know I'm not going to dry out. And then also my glasses case, since I'm going to have to take those off, but I think that's everything I need. Of course I'll have my phone as well, and I just need to put this into a bag. Alright, here's my dinner tonight. Very exciting. I've got some veggie broth. I had to strain out all the vegetable pieces, but this is just like a pre-made soup. I think the brand was Heart and Soul. Anyway, I'm happy to have something savory, so there's a positive. But I'm just going to have this and also watch an episode of Desperate Housewives with my sister. We just watch it at the same time and chat. She's not here. But it's a nice thing that I found that I do with my sister. I've probably mentioned it before. Anyway, I'm going to get on to dinner. Alright, it's 7 o'clock and it's time for me to have my second cup of poison. I'm really hoping this one goes a bit better. I ended up heating up, or I put boiling water in with the powder, dissolved it, and then added in cold water. So I'm hoping this is easy to drink. At the very least, I know this is my second and final one. So here goes. It's still awful, but it's a bit better. I'm not having it completely cold because I also feel that would be hard to drink. Slightly cooler than room temp, I think, is the way to do it. So don't follow the instructions and drink it warm. I think even in my instructions it did say you can chill it. Take the extra step, prep it ahead of time and chill it, because it's still pretty nasty, but not as much as when it's warm. I think I'm pretty much done everything I need to do for the night. I have everything on charge. I've got my portable charger and also my Overa charging, and my AirPods. I don't think I said I'm bringing those, but of course I need headphones. And I wasn't sure if I needed to bring like my laptop or iPad. I was tossing up on it, but I don't think I will. Honestly, I'm not going to need them after. I'll just be focusing on waking up and getting out of the hospital, and I can't imagine I'll have too much wait time beforehand that will take me beyond needing my book or my phone. I've been pretty lucky in the past with every surgery I've ever had where I've gone in and not had really waiting around time. It's actually been so quick each time in the past, so I'm really hopeful that it is similar tomorrow. I think it's a little bit different in the sense that I'm actually going in at 8:30 in the morning, which is a little bit later than I'm used to, but I guess I'll just see how it goes. But no more thinking about stressful stuff. I think, yes, the plan for the rest of the night is probably just sitting out there with Bren and the pups. He's watching his thing. I'll watch Desperate Housewives with my sister, since I really like rewatching stuff just to prevent me feeling anxious. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. I think it's a pretty common thing. It's so familiar to watch something that you know, and it's just nice because it's lighthearted as well. So that's the plan for the next little bit. Alright, it's now the end of the night. It's nearly 10. I wanted to go to bed at 10, that way I get a good amount of sleep. I'm hoping that I do sleep pretty easily and that I don't take a wild fall off to sleep. I'm feeling alright, not too stressed like I thought I would be. I've had my moments today, but for now I feel good. And I think it's good that I've had a bit of a relaxing one, just sort of feeling organized and watching some shows, cuddling the pups, talking with Bren. I feel prepared. And I will say, even though I've spent the greater part of the night feeling sick and not really good, obviously the medicine I've taken, I'm trying not to be too graphic, but it's awful. If you've done it before, you know what I mean. But I'm starting to feel hungry again, so I think the sickness feeling has passed, and now I just feel hungry. Honestly, I can't wait to get into surgery and get it done so that I'll be able to eat again. But I think that's me wrapping up this video here. I feel like it was maybe a little bit disjointed, and I don't know how helpful it will be to anyone. I really hope it is if you're in a similar position to me and have an upcoming surgery. But for now, I'll be going off to bed, and if you tune into the next vlog, you'll see me during the day of surgery and possibly recovery as well. But I'll be leaving you here, and hopefully I see you in the next one. Bye!